How's it going, Plan Drew? How's it going, Ryan? Just got out from school. Nice. It's 7:20 a.m. here, so I'm assuming it's not 7:20 on your side. Let me turn the audio up a little bit. All right. You never expected me to stream only one. The vertical stream is up as well. Sometimes it goes private and I have to publicize it, I guess. But the vertical stream should be active at the moment. We are trying to figure out what kind of deck to make. I want to go fossil deck maybe, but I don't know who's the third. Mega Pidgeot has not come out yet, and I think we're waiting a couple more days. Yeah, November 18th is Mega Pidgeot. How's it going, Rockstar? I'm gonna get rid of this deck. Have I tried the new Drift Blim? I have not. Because I don't have a second Drift Blim, unfortunately. Mega Absol Oricorio? I don't feel like playing Mega Absol yet. Because we've already played Mega Absol. I want to try new Pokemon out. The list of new Pokemon we haven't played yet is Whimsicott, Rapidash, Melmetal, Mismagius, and Drifblim. Chandelure we tried, but it didn't really work out. There is a Pokemon that kind of goes hand in hand. Wait, what? There's a Pokemon that kind of goes hand in hand with Chandelure. And it's from the new set. If I can find it, there it is. Shift Tree. I only have one of them. It says discard a random card from your opponent's hand. So for attacking for 2, I can discard a random card from the opponent's hand. Now, it is a stage 2, and Chandelure is a stage 2, so there's a lot of stage 2s going on, but would have been nice if we could have evolved this. Attack, discard a hand, or discard a card. We're technically discarding 2 of their cards per turn, which would have been cool. How's it going, Believer? Or God Believer? Mega Pidgeot. We have Mega Pidgeot as well, which I want to try out and play. However, that doesn't drop until the 18th. So we have 7 more days until Mega Pidgeot comes out. And then we can try and make a deck with that. And the 18th is going to be a Tuesday, so next week. You have a Drifblim you can trade me? Yeah, sure, go for it. I gotta see if I have trade tokens. Trades. We got 1. Oh wait, no, I can't trade because I'm waiting for a response. I'm waiting for a response right now, technically. And I think someone may have already shared Pokemon or a Pokemon card with me today. I'm not too sure. Might have hit the share limit. All right, so let's see. There's another deck that I want to create. So we know Mega Pidgeot's going to be next week. We ended up getting this card. Archeops. It's a stage 2 though. This attack does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. During your next turn, this Pokemon's wild spin does 20 more damage. So it would be nice to try an Archeops. Right, an Archeops deck. That's the theme. So maybe we start building. Plume Fossil. So that's the theme, and then we need rare candies, right? Might not even need Pokeballs, depending. I feel like double Cyrus over a Sabrina might be better. We'll see. Alright, so that's basically the theme. Double rare candy, Plume Fossil, Archeops, so 2/1/2 with double rare candy, Professor's double Cyrus red card, and a Pokeball, 2 Pokeballs. You're curious to see how Rapidash works? Yeah, we haven't played Rapidash EX yet either. So we could try that. How's it going, Shay? Shared it with me. Yo, Rockstar, thank you, man. Is there anything you want me to share back? Is there any, like, 2 stars you want me to share back? Maybe on any extra 3 diamonds I have. Thank you, Drifblim. So we got 2 copies. I could play Fantina Drifblim with Miss Magius if we think that's going to be great. Just to try it out, I guess, right? Hitmonchan EX. Yeah, so I was thinking of Hitmonchan EX, right? Because if I go Hitmonchan EX, then we're... Oh, wait, this is a new deck. If I go Hitmonchan EX, then we're able to actually... Oh, whatever. Let me build 2. If we go Hitmonchan EX, we guarantee start with it, then I can swing in for 50 per turn, which is good. But once my Hitmonchan dies, Archeops is the last one. I don't think Archeops is going to be carrying too much. So we got double Drifblim, Drifloon. And we're going to go Fantina. Down to go Miss Magius. And... maybe 60 HP one. 50 HP, I think I can get one shot. Alright, so now we just need a heavy hitter in this deck. And I think it's gonna be Lunala. All that energy roaming around, I could always just retreat off and switch over to my Lunala. Why don't I use Drifloon from Space and Time Pack? This one. During your opponent's next turn, minus 20. Well, it has 50 HP, so it can get knocked out one shot by a Hitmonchan. Unless I want to put Giant Cape in the deck. This one has 60 HP, so it will survive. And I can still just hit for 1 energy and do 20 damage versus the 10 damage. And I can also... I mean, I guess actually if I attack first, Hitmonchan can't kill me. But if I can't attack first, I'm dead. But yeah, I can still get one shot by Hitmonchan. And then this Drifloon, anything where you can actually choose a bench Pokemon is always nice. Especially if you're in the active spot and they have Rocky Helmet. Attacking for 10 on the active spot is not only less damage, but you could also get backlash from Barb, Poison Barb, or Rocky Helmet, or Dark Pendant, or something like this. 20 damage is 10 more damage, you have 10 more HP, and you can attack one of the bench to bring them back in with like a Cyrus in the future if you need to. You've seen a meta list where it's an A+. I don't know what it's correct, but it's a good deck. It's probably between an S tier. Which deck is that? Yeah, we're making 2 different decks right now. We're making a Archeops deck and a Drifblim deck, just so we can have it. Drifblim is it's a basic double stage 1, so we have 4 basics total. 5 basics with our heavy hitter, because we need Cosmog in the deck. Right? I'm just throwing this in as a small, tiny example for now. So 5 basics, double Pokeball, 1 rare candy, 1 Cosmog Lunala, double Fantina, and we have Sabrina Cyrus with 1 card remaining. This deck is supposed to be a Drifblim Mismagius deck and ramp up super quick and dish out a lot of damage with them. Once our Drifblim dies and our Mismagius dies, then we send in the last heavy hitter, which is supposed to be the Lunala, who's not really a heavy hitter, but he does 100 damage and he has 180 health, so he could technically survive some of the Mega Pokemon. But I am open to ideas on what other heavy hitter we can have, because this deck right here is technically just a Drifblim goes in, Mismagius goes in, we try and do 70 damage here, ramp up Drifblim, whatever. Lunala can still do 100. We can always swap from Mismagius, go to Lunala, transfer all that energy to Lunala, finish off with 100. Indeedee. I don't know if Indeedee would be the heavy hitter. So if the opponent has at least, what, 2 energy on the active spot, Indeedee's doing 90 damage for 2 energy, which is technically good. Almost the same as Lunala. But Indeedee has less than 140 HP. Now, I guess you could say Indeedee could be good because we could always heal our Drifblim and Mismagius, but they're pretty weak anyways. I don't think we'll be able to survive. Right? I don't know. The old Giratina. The old Giratina, non-EX. I want to look for like an EX. If that makes any sense, right? An EX that's easy to build. Because we're going Mismagius and Drifblim. Those are 2 basics. Once they get +2, we want to find a Psychic Pokemon that can definitely be an EX to make them work for the final kill. Lesia won't work in this deck because we have Pokemon that are higher than 50 HP. I can try Drifblim and Gardevoir. Yeah, Gardevoir seems good because Gardevoir allows you to keep putting more energy, 1 per turn, onto the active spot to Drifblim. Drifblim has 100 HP and we get one shot by every single Mega in the game. Unless I try and throw in a Mew EX. And I build a Mew EX on in the background. And that's my final damage dealer. I can genome hack, so whenever my Drifblim dies, or my Mismagius dies to an EX, then I can use my Mew. It's just that we don't really win against a Mega Altaria, because our basic Pokemon are basically dying. Yeah, Giratina would be a slow charger. I mean, I can always just keep the deck how it is right now, and then we try it out and see. I also don't know if we want Mythical Slab in this deck for a bit more card draw-ish. Remove Lunala. Yeah, but we still need a heavy hitter. I can make Drifbloom a heavy hitter with Ho-Oh, since the matter of energies doesn't matter. True. I have double Fantina. That's how I'm going to ramp up his energy quick. We're just missing one card in this deck, but I want to swap out the Lunala maybe for something else. So that's the Drifbloom deck, right? Oh, yeah. Why didn't I think of that? Good looking out, chat. Copycat, May. Copycat or May are always good options. What are we thinking is going to be good in this deck? May or Copycat? It'd be nice to have one of each. Realistically speaking. It'd be nice to have one copy of Copycat and then one copy of May. I feel like May might be better. May might be better in this kind of deck because we have a lot of Pokemon, especially stage 1s and stage 2s. So I think May is going to be better in this kind of deck, right? But, hear me out. The Archeops deck we played, because it's running fossils, I think Copycat is going to be better in this deck. We have 5 more slots here. We don't have any basic Pokemon to throw in. So this is the idea, right? I wanted to go Hitmonchan EX in this deck because we had a guaranteed heavy hitter for 1 energy, and then I can always go Archeops whenever, but it also only needs 1 energy. And then we can just keep swinging in and hitting all the active Pokemon or bench Pokemon, and then we have double Cyrus to bring back. However, once Hitmonchan dies and Archeops dies, that's it. That's game over. So it'd be nice to find another non-EX Pokemon for the active spot that I can swing in. Any Pokemon that gets in the active spot is gonna be the main damage source. Or not the main damage source, but they're gonna be in the active spot 100% turn 1. Right? Maybe Hitmontop or Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee, if they don't have a bench, then we're kind of just stuck in the front, which sucks. It'd be nice to find either a colorless Pokemon that uses colorless energy that I can keep in the front and keep attacking with until I switch over to Archeops. Seeing I have a lot of 1-star Dittos makes you want to trade. I'm always down for a trade. Hitmonlee 30 damage. Oh, you mean the Hitmonlee that is 30 to the front. That might not be a bad idea. It has a lot of health, 80, and it does 30 damage with 1 retreat cost. It's better than this Makuhita right now. Because 30 damage can knock out a lot of the baby Pokemon that they're playing. And if they have an Oricorio in the active, then Hitmonlee can also weaken it and get it down. So it's very good against lightning decks and baby Pokemon decks. So yeah, that 30 damage I think might be it. Alright, I'm down for that. We have 4 extra slots available. Rampardos is important. Yeah, I was thinking of throwing in... We got to throw in, what, maybe 1 Rampardos? Or do you think 2 Rampardos? Because obviously we need a heavy hitter. And when I'm thinking of a heavy hitter, Rampardos is that heavy hitter. There's that old Pokemon that can do 100 plus when one of your Pokemon is KO'd. Don't remember the name. Marshadow. Marshadow, but I don't know if this is going to be a Marshadow deck for revenge. 2 energy Marshadow. Technically, I could. Every one of my other Pokemon are just 1 energy, so I could always build a Marshadow. I swing in with Hitmonchan. Once Hitmonchan dies, Marshadow goes in. But it's basically, a Marshadow deck is when you have an active Pokemon, say like Hitmonlee, for example, and then that Pokemon dies, you're guaranteed going with Marshadow, attacking, hopefully killing whatever Pokemon they have. If not, then your Marshadow's dead, and then you got to throw in another third Pokemon to finish the job. It means I would never really play my Archeops because my third Pokemon would be Rampardos always, right? For another 130 damage. I wouldn't go Archeops for 20. This deck right here, without Marshadow, is hoping, well, it's guaranteed going Hitmonlee in the front, 1 Pokemon, which means we don't need any Pokeballs at all, period. And then after Hitmonlee dies, we go Archeops to spread more damage around to everyone, aka Cyrus. And then whenever Archeops dies, which Archeops has a lot of HP, 140, then we can Cyrus, Rampardos, and hopefully kill their Mega and then just win the game. So that's the ideal situation. Not good with Marshadow, but maybe in a different deck, right? Now we do have 3 extra slots. I could throw in another copy. Yes? Another copy of Rampardos, Skull Fossil, Rampardos. And now we have 2/1/2 Rampardos, 2/1/2 on Archeops in a single Hitmonlee, double rare candy, a red card, double Cyrus, 1 copycat, and we have 1 single spot left, which is going to be a slot for May, in my opinion. And this is the Archeops deck. Everything fit perfectly. Yo, I'm not going to lie. This deck feels... I might be biased to say this deck feels like it's going to be a very good deck. But I'm only saying that because every one of my cards fit perfectly. And I don't think I'd get rid of anything for anything else. We fit all 20 out of 20. There we go. So that's the Archeops deck. Just a single Hitmonlee for the front, 30 damage, good for baby Pokemon. Cranidos, 2/1/2 Rampardos setup. A 2/1/2 Archeops setup, double rare candy. Red card, a copycat, and a May. Copycat to remove our cards from our hand or get better cards. May because we're running stage 2s after the fossils. Professors and double Cyrus, that's it. Yeah, no, Hiker would not count on fossil Pokemon, unfortunately, so Hiker wouldn't be that great in this deck. That's the Archeops deck. We're going to play that. Probably start with this deck, the Archeops. And then this is the Drifblim deck we made. This deck we still need to change because I don't think I want Lunala Cosmog Rare Candy. I feel like I want a different strong Pokemon. But we're running 2/2 Mismagius, 2/2 Drifblim with 2 Fantinas to build up energy very quickly. And Drifblim does more damage the more energy it has attached. So a Fantina is going to help us out there, technically speaking. Because Fantina's crazy because Fantina says take an energy from your energy zone and attach to each of your Drifblim and Mismagius. If I have 2 Drifblim, 2 Mismagius on the field, that's 4 energy going down, hypothetically speaking. I haven't tried the card yet, but that should be 4 energy going down in one single turn. So we have a lot of energy from Fantina. Try Archeops with Decidueye. Ooh, that's a good one. Archeops with Decidueye. The problem is we don't get a chance to like start and swing in with Archeops. Decidueye would have to be the one to do back damage. And there's probably other grass Pokemon that can do damage to every Pokemon. right? I forgot the name, but might take a bit to start doing that. I think we'll try this Archeops right now. What about Aegislash for the ability boost? You're not wrong. How many will we need to throw in? That's Metal and Psychic, right? I only have one copy, unfortunately. Stage 2. Psychic Pokemon do plus 30. So my Mismagius could be doing 100 damage until it gets knocked down. Then I bring in another one doing 100 damage. Might be worth. Who knows? If I start with it, it kind of sucks though, right? I don't want to start with it. Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Either Mew or Mewtwo. It's okay. Let's play Archeops for now, and then we'll come back and try to find out which Psychic Pokemon we want to throw in. Because we have options, right? Someone said we can go Ralts with Gardevoir. Like, if we get rid of Lunala, Cosmog, and Rare Candy, we have 3 extra slots available for any Pokemon. The way that this deck is made is we have 5 basics, and if we start with Misdreavus or Mismagius, we're good, because we want either one of them to start dishing out damage with Cantina. Ability does stack if I get a second. I just wasn't sure if there was any other Pokemon. Like, yeah, we could throw in the Mew instead, right? A gold Mew for genome hacking. Say if we go up against a Gyarados, I can Mew, hit that Gyarados for 140. It's good to... Maybe I go up against a Charizard, 200 damage. I can do 200 back to them. The Mew EX is always a wild card to have in. We'll see. Alright, y'all ready to play some games? We got 2 decks made. Let's try them out, see how it goes. Alright, first up is going to be Archeops. This is the deck list if you guys want to take a screenshot. If you guys are on the horizontal stream, then it should already be up on the right side. Win-loss ratio will be top left. No Pokeballs, because we only have 1 basic Pokemon. Oh, I think I'm playing the event. Oh, I'm not. Okay. Whew. We already finished the event, so we're not going to be playing it. We'll let other people have a chance to play the event. I guess I could still play the event. It's just 9 wins. It's not like a 5-game win streak like before, right? Alrighty, we're going second. We are going second, and we have Hitmonlee to start off with. Of course, no surprise because we only have a single basic Pokemon in the deck, no Pokeballs. We're always going to start with Hitmonlee, alright? But the fact that we're going second is very, very good because we get that 30 damage guaranteed to Cyrus anyone back. And if there are baby Pokemon in the front, then we can always just kill them with Hitmonlee. And or Magikarp. I wonder what a Hitmonlee EX would be, though. Maybe damage to the front and then damage spread out throughout the back. Kind of like how Lucario EX is. They got the Rocky helmet going down. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I'm still going to hit, obviously. I want to make sure I can actually get some damage in. Can always Cyrus it back, right? Speaking of Cyrus, Plume Fossil's going down, Energy's going down, and we kick. We do have Rare Candy, primed and ready, but we got the wrong Fossil for Rampardos because we have Plume Fossil. We're looking for a what? Archeops. Hey, you can do that. If I find an Archeops and you run, Swablu's dead. Professors is good because it lets me re-find some Pokemon cards. All right. They do get 70 damage in here. Another Plume Fossil. Let's go ahead and Professors. Unfortunately, we do not have any Skull Fossils yet. Let's hit for 30 again. Obviously, our Hitmonlee is going to die here. And with double Indeedee, that's 40 health. We've done 60 damage total, so it would have taken 20. So it's gonna go to, yeah. Actually, they've already healed last turn, right? So this is 60 healing they've done total. All right, Plume Fossil's going in. Another Archeops. Alas, no rare candy. We might be chopped here. I'm not gonna lie, we might be chopped. Maybe a rare candy can save us. We'll see. I'll see myself out of here. All right, so the reason why we're not running Hitmonchan in the deck, because yes, Hitmonchan could have one-shot that Swablu and would have been fine. It's mainly for decks that are not going to start with a 50 HP Pokemon all the time. And we don't want to be stuck in the active spot with Hitmonchan, right? Not necessarily saying we will be stuck in the Hitmon or the active spot with Hitmonchan, because Hitmonchan EX has just a 1 retreat cost, 130 energy. But I didn't want to make it so they kill Hitmonchan, right? And then all they have to do is kill another Pokemon. Because if they kill Hitmonchan and then they want to kill another Pokemon, we will never get a chance to play our Archeops, because Archeops is only doing 20 damage. We want to be able to pivot from Hitmonlee, if he dies, over to Archeops to continue doing 20 damage, plus an extra 20 to all bench Pokemon. And then I can finally Rampardos and Cyrus to bring back, or I can always Cyrus whenever I need to. That was going to be the idea. However, I could throw in Hitmonchan. We'll see what the Pokemons are looking like right now. I could still Hitmonchan and then just swap from Hitmonchan before Hitmonchan dies. It's just that if Hitmonchan dies, it's basically over. I have to go Rampardos. And I wanted to go something else. Too many fossils. Alright, we're going second. We got Hitmonlee going down against a Ralts. Okay. I'm trying to remember what Ralts evolves into. It's Gardevoir. Lunala? Gardevoir Lunala? Gardevoir Lunala Giratina. This is going to be an interesting deck to go against. We do have Archeops and Arkin. We just need the Plume Fossil, and then we are primed and ready to swing in. Looking for a Plume Fossil. Looking for a Plume Fossil. Nay is a nay. Let's go ahead and kick. We can two-shot this Ralts as long as it doesn't heal. They got their own Professors. Maybe this might be a heavy Fossil deck, and I might have to kick out May for 2 Copycats instead. I'm still trying to think right now. Maybe May doesn't work in this deck like I think it does. I mean, we have 1 Copycat, 1 May, so it's best of both worlds, right? But I'm wondering if we need to kick out May for a second copycat. Alright, so they teleport out. We got the rare candy, but we don't have anything to throw in for the rare candy. Oh, and May can't do anything because May is May right now. Let's just go ahead and swing in. Let's just swing in, man. May. We may as well kick May out. Alright, so we're guaranteed dead next turn to the Shuppet. We got the Plume Fossil, not too shabby. Energy there. Let's go ahead and just pick up a kill. Why not? Because if they are bricking and not finding a rare candy Gardevoir, then look, Ralts can't evolve and we don't win, and they don't kill. So it's all good, right? Yeah, I think that's right. Now they could still top deck a Lunala and transfer all energy to Lunala, which would be a big problem. They're not. They're not. Yo! We're about to win because they bricked, but we were also bricking. So it's battle of the bricks. Who bricks less? Let's go ahead and rare candy. Because we're getting that Archeops in ASAP, right? Archeops is going down. We're going to go ahead and retreat. We're swinging in for the big 20. Big 20 to all, so we can try and kill that Rampardos. Or not Rampardos, the Ralts, my bad. Cosmog stays in the front. I can always arc it and kill, but I think hitting everything is going to be the great play. Giant cape for the Ralts to keep it alive, but he doesn't know that we're doing, what is it, 20 extra damage? It's doing plus 20 damage, right? So we're doing 40 damage total across? Right? Am I misreading Archeops' ability? Let's go ahead and just red card him. Ultimate BM. Boom. Bang. And this should be doing 40 across the back line. Oh, 40 to everyone, not just the back. Yo, Archeops! What the? Archeops! I did not know it was doing 40 to the front. I thought it was 40 to the back. That was not BM. I didn't know we had lethal there. My apologies. I thought it was only 40 to the back. But we'll take it, man. Archeops! Oh, man. Archeops feels good. It's just a matter of, do we have Archeops in the right deck or not? You know what I mean? Like 40 damage to every Pokemon? What the heck? That's wild, man. 160 damage with 1 energy? That's wild, bro. Okay, do we think we need double copycat, or do you think one of each is good for now? We don't have a big enough sample size yet. Yeah, all that damage to the backline, and Archeops has 140 HP. Definitely being able to Rampardos and Cyrus would kill any Mega Pokemon, right? We could easily get a win if we don't even kill anyone on the active spot. That's wild, man. Yeah, that's wild. So non-EX in the front is good to go, because if we had Hitmonchan, we wouldn't really be able to go into Archeops and then Rampardos. Yeah, I don't know if we want May or if we want double copycat. May is swap out. I mean, I can keep one of each for now. And we keep playing and try. Keep playing and try. We'll see. Do I have? I do have an extra Goodra Rockstar, yes. We tried making a Goodra deck the other day. It did not work. We have to come back and revisit. Alright, so we're going second, and surprise, surprise, we have Hitmonlee. Alright, never mind. We're going, we win. Nice. The problem with Copycat is a lot of times you have more cards than your opponent. Yeah. But it's not about like us having more cards than the opponent. Like say for example, we have 6 cards in hand. All 6 cards are useless. I can't do anything. The opponent has 4 cards in hand. I'd still rather get rid of my 6 cards and go down to 4 if it allows me to draw 4 new cards. It's not about trying to gain more cards. It's about gaining different cards. Different cards is always good if your hand doesn't help you at all because you don't have a fossil yet. All right, we're going second. We got Hitmonlee against a Froakie. And we have Cyrus to bring it back with a Skull Fossil Rare Candy in hand, ready to go. Now, I am just thinking out loud. Maybe I need to throw in an Iono in the deck in case I brick my hand. Iono might be a possibility. We have May to help us find the stage 2s. We have Copycat to mulligan our hand, but we also have Double Cyrus. Double Cyrus is good for the double consistency because I could also try and just find one single Cyrus to win the game. But when you pull both Cyruses, you don't really need both. So I could always replace one Cyrus for an Iono. Maybe I keep both Cyruses so I don't have to worry about one being at the very bottom of the deck, and that's how I win a game. Options right now. The Cyrus can technically work in the deck. Ooh. Greninja EX. Shifting Stream out to the Suicune. Suicune is going to be the tank in the front. So I've played a Greninja deck. It's very fun. You basically use Suicune as like a tank for the front to take hits, and then your Greninja is the main damage source doing 100 damage. So it's very fun, very cool. We got Cranidos on the back though. I could always Cyrus right now and then attack. Yeah, in all honesty, I'm gonna Cyrus right now and swing in and attack. And the main reason why is because I can get him down below 130, and if he doesn't have any healing items right here, like an Erida, then top decking a Rampardos or a May to find the Rampardos would technically kill him. So it's gonna come down to what supporter he ends up playing here. Oh, he's deciding not to attack with Greninja, but instead he might Elemental Switch and attack with Suicune instead. Oh no, he's going to the other Suicune. Alright, we're still looking for, so I can't... It wouldn't make sense to Cyrus him right now, because I'd lose my Cyrus. Skull Fossil. Alright, so I can Cyrus whoever I want and bring them back and still be able to get a +2 whenever I need to. Maybe they have a Cyrus in their hand. But since we have Skull Fossil down, it doesn't matter who they kill, either Cranidos or the Skull Fossil. Top decking a Rampardos, it still gets us a Rare Candy Evolve. And then I can Cyrus and bring in whoever I need to. Copycat. They're one card for a whopping 5. Ooh, man. Copycat, dude. I wish there was a fossil finder in the game, but alas, we do not have one. All right, so he's gonna swing in. I probably just go in with my Skull Fossil. Yeah, we're probably going in with our Skull Fossil. Legendary Pulse. What do we got? We got the Rampardos. Very nice. This Pokemon's doing 80 damage. If I get rid of this, and if I attack that, it'll be doing less, right? This already took 20. So for example, if I evolve, my Rampardos is at 130 and then it goes down to 80. They're doing 80, but if I kill, they're doing 60. But with the Greninja, they're doing 80. So my Rampardos in the front does die. Should I just do that? Evolve the front Rampardos and I have the back one ready to go? Or should I try and get rid of the Skull Fossil and evolve the back instead? No matter what, we're bringing in the Greninja. I think I'm gonna go with the discard play. We'll find out if that was the correct option or not. Perfect lethal on the Greninja EX. I go down to 100, technically 80 with the other Greninja. But it means that this guy is only doing 40 damage now, right? And I think that's basically all of his Pokemon. At least when I run the Greninja EX deck, I'm only running double Greninja, double Suicune. So 40 is the max damage it'll only ever be able to do. All right, we're looking for a fossil right now for Archeops. Alas, nothing. Maybe not evolving the back was a better play. Oh, it's hard to say. I mean, it doesn't matter. I didn't even top deck. My Cranidos would die, right? Well, no, I guess I would live another turn. I would get to attack with Cranidos, but I live one more turn. So I would get a chance to draw one more card, which would either be the Rampardos to win or... yeah. Tough play. Tough play. Yeah, Nick, if you're on the horizontal stream, take a look at the ability under the Pokemon card on the left side. Or read the tunnel vision ability we have. Yeah, so maybe we change out May. Maybe we change out May for an Iono. I mean, I could technically have May, Iono, and Copycat with still double Cyrus. We have Iono here, we have Copycat. Maybe that's the play and we'll try it. I guess the idea is we probably don't need May because we'll find one of the stage 2s by the time, because we need at least a fossil. I don't know. I updated the deck list. Deck list is updated. We're 1 and 2 at the moment with this deck. I still think it's a good deck. We just have to try and find a fossil. That's it. We're just not finding fossils. Why can't there be a fossil finder in the game? A Pokemon that looks through your deck for fossils. Of course, the moment I go Iono in the deck is when we have all the fossils in the hand. All right, we're going second, and we have Hitmonlee. Ooh, this is good. The Eevee in the front dies, but they go first, and they have boosted evolution, which means they can evolve the front to a Leafeon right now and save that Eevee if they have it in hand. And they do have it in hand. Oh, man, we got a game right now. Because now they're able to Forest Breath and then attack next turn. Thankfully, I do live, unless they have an Eevee bag, but odds are probably not unless they're going full Eevee. All right, we got fossils, skull, plume. We'll go one of each, save the rare candy, and then start kicking in. Now, I have a question that I don't know if anyone has tried or not. Skull Fossil is an item. It's a trainer, HP 40, right? Does Licia work with fossils, the new trainer card, or supporter Licia? Because Licia reads, put 2 random basic Pokemon with 50 HP or less from your deck into your hand. It says play this card as if it was a 40 HP basic Pokemon. If Licia works with fossils, that's a fossil finder, and we could technically throw that in the deck. But if she doesn't, then we'll, you know, let's go ahead and put this down. Let's copycat here. Chat is saying that no, it does not work. Licia does not work, unfortunately, which would have been cool if it did. I'm not gonna lie, it would have been cool if it did. So I could do 30 more damage. I think for sure I'm gonna have to kick one more time maybe and hope they don't heal. Let's go ahead and evolve Rare Candy. Honestly, I'm keeping that Hitmonlee alive, and I'm just gonna swing in, because if I Hitmonlee and attack for 30 and take it down to 110, it could technically Erica and then go back up to 160. This way we at least get a guaranteed Leafeon kill no matter what, right? This thing is dying right now. So I'm still looking for a fossil finder in the game. It would be nice to find one. I mean, honestly, once they add a card in Pokemon Pocket that can find fossils, Rampardos decks are going to skyrocket again. Alright, they got Grookey, double Grookey in the back. They should just swing in with Leafeon here, do 90 damage. Actually, doing 90 damage, then I kill. I still live with 10, no? So it wouldn't make sense to actually swing in. The problem with them retreating is I can always Cyrus and kill and bring back whenever I need to. So I don't think I'm going to Cyrus right now. I can always Cyrus in the future. I think I'm going to try and just Professor's Research to build my back. And we'll find out if I was making a good idea or not here by doing that, because we get a +1. And as long as they don't heal, if they had evolved Grookey here into something, I can always Cyrus and kill the Leafeon. Leafeon can't kill here unless he uses EV Bag, +10. He's got 4 cards in hand. If none are in EV Bag, we live. Or a Giovanni. Alright, so there goes that Erica that I was expecting, which is why I swapped over to Rampardos early in the first place. Thankfully, Rampardos can still kill, and Leafeon can't kill us. It only does 90 damage. Alright, and now we can use our Cyrus, which is perfectly fine. Well, this was more of a Rampardos game than Archeops, but don't worry, we're going to get some Archeops action. Alright, trust. There we go. They're supposed to go hand in hand. Rampardos, Archeops. Some are going to shine than others. Every game is different. Do I read both live chats or I can focus on only one? I read both live chats, and I do read both chats mid-game as well. So for example, 2 games ago, I think someone mentioned Iono, which is why I was thinking out loud and talking about Iono all of a sudden. I am reading the chats. I'm just not reading them out loud, word for word, verbatim. Because since whenever we're in a match and we're playing a game, assuming that we make a deck that feels good, I'm going to upload the deck to YouTube. And for YouTube's sake, it'd be kind of weird watching a YouTube video from a live stream when I was answering and talking to Twitch chat, or not Twitch chat, but YouTube chat, vertical and horizontal. And someone on YouTube is going to be confused, wondering like, who am I talking to? What was the question that the person in chat was asking? They can't see any of that, right? So to make it less distraction, to make it less distracting and confusing for that sake, I read chat just in my head, and then I'll read chat out loud after the game is over. If there is a comment from someone in chat asking like, why is he not running a Giovanni in this deck, then I'll just randomly just talk out loud and be like, all right, so talking out loud, the deck that we're playing doesn't run a Giovanni, mainly for this reason, that reason. It's just to let you know that I saw your comment, I saw the message, I saw the question, and I'm answering it, just not in a Tony B asks, why do we not have Giovanni, right? Like a Q&A session. So whenever I'm in a match, just know that I'm still reading chat, just not out loud. The card information is in the horizontal stream. Usurp soup. Alrighty, we are going first here, and we got 0 aura. Doesn't matter if we go first or second, 1 energy, we get to attack regardless. Thankfully, we can 2-shot the 0 aura, and that cannot 2-shot us. Rampardos and Rare Candy is a good start, but we do need some fossils. Ooh. Speaking of fossils, we'll take it, and I'm in a red card and bring him down from 4 to 3. I'd say pretty good start so far, yeah? Pretty good start, end turn. If he doesn't red card us, we get a guaranteed evolution into the Rampardos. And then I can copycat to bring more cards back in my hand, which will be very good. Alright, so he's ending his turn. No other Pokemon cards in hand. We'll never know if red card messed him up or not. But I do know that we can Rare Candy, Rampardos, and copycat better than an Iono, because we get to get rid of the 1 card in hand to go to 4. And if we find even more fossils, it's always better. Boom, baby. And then we start kicking in. That's a beautiful start, man. Copycat is so good when it works. But of course, we have an Iono in the hand. Or in the hand, just in case, you know? A little bit of best of both worlds here with Copycat, Iono. Alright, so they're swinging in. They're going Mega Ampharos, who needs 3 energy to attack. I'm gonna go ahead, funny enough, and let Archeops take over, I think. I'm not even gonna let Hitmonlee finish. I'm gonna be going Archeops here. Energy on Archeops. We're gonna Professors, of course, because I can still find a Cranidos. No Cranidos, unfortunately, but Wild Spin should do 40 on the front, 20 on the back. And the reason why I wanted to do that was because I want to start ramping up. 20 on all Pokemon, and then 40 on all Pokemon. And if for some odd reason Ampharos wants to run, I mean, we're still doing 40 on all the Pokemon in the bench. Ooh, that evolution is strong. Cyrus to bring back my Hitmonlee. Uh-oh. Does that nullify? I think that nullifies the damage from Archeops, unfortunately. Yeah, I think that unfortunately nullifies. So I'm going to go ahead and just kick in because I'm only doing 40 damage on Archeops. I'd rather kick, absorb the 100 damage from Mega Ampharos, and then the back Pokemons can tank the 60 damage he's going to throw back in at me. So he kind of helped us out, funny enough, by using Cyrus. Nice. Cranidos tanked it. Doesn't really matter. I guess we won here because Cranidos does 130, which is 150 from the weakness type. But even if we didn't have a win, attacking here still keeps us alive, and he would have to swing back in. Double Rampardos is too hard to try and counter. Alright, we are 3-2 right now. So far, pretty good. I want to see more Mega Pokemon. It's always nice whenever I'm playing a new deck to go up against Mega Pokemon, because then you can kind of see how well your deck is doing against the top decks in the game. How's it going, Kanatushi? Isn't worth testing Regirock plus Lyra? That way you can buy more time to draw my fossils. Regirock plus Lyra. Interesting, but I'd rather have an attacker in the front. Hitmonlee can at least live 2 hits. I want an attacker because I can also start getting some damage on the field or kill a baby Pokemon, which would also give us a +1. Having a threat on the active is still nice, which is why I like Hitmonlee. Alright, we're going second here. Ooh. I was just talking about having Hitmonlee in the front is good because we can kill baby Pokemon, and look who we find. A Cleffa, who is right in 30 damage range from Hitmonlee. It's the reason why we're running this Hitmonlee in the deck, because we can take out all baby Pokemon and a Magikarp without jeopardizing the opponent getting a +2. Say, for example, if we kicked out Hitmonlee and we decided to go Hitmonchan EX instead. I like Hitmonlee here because you can still get the job done on most of these Pokemon, yeah? So let's go ahead, red card him, kick him, take his Cleffa down. Absol needs 2 energy in order to actually attack on it. Oh wait, never mind. That's not an Absol EX, that's a base Absol. That's a base Absol, okay. False alarm. They're gonna hit the Skull Fossil. I may need to swap over to a Rampardos. We'll see. I'm gonna Rampardos here, and then I'm gonna copycat, see what we end up getting. So our 1 card is gonna go to 3 now, and we can find out if we can find more fossils. That's another one. That's another one. And an Archeops. Ooh, interesting. So, funny enough, I'm gonna go ahead and just swap, and then just attack. Because if he doesn't find his Hydreigon, we just win right here, right now. If he does find his Hydreigon takes 30 damage per turn, and I think we can somehow get a win. The Cranidos, Hitmonlee. Okay, we got the win. It was a Zweilous. I wanted to keep the aggression, because this is a very aggressive deck that we're playing, right? Keep the tempo, keep the aggression, keep swinging in. Don't give them time to find cards, especially after we used red card on them. Not bad, man. We're seeing a lot of Hitmonlee and Rampardos, but I promise you, this is an Archeops deck, and once we find that Plume Fossil, he's gonna have a chance to shine. We're 4-2. Did I try the Whimsicott deck? I have not tried Whimsicott yet. I'm not sure what deck to fit him in, but we're getting down the list, right? There's only so many more decks we can play. We're trying to play new decks every day and get to everyone. We built the Archeops right now. We're testing it out. We have a Mismagius and Driftblim deck already created, which we just need to tweak a teeny bit, and we'll try that out. I'm always open to ideas on what we can throw in for Whimsicott, Rapidash, or Melmetal. There's also the new Decidueye, not new Decidueye, but a Decidueye deck. It's an old Pokemon, but if there's a new Pokemon we can throw in, I'm down to try it. Alright, we're going first, and we've got Hitmonlee. I don't know why I keep saying we're going first and we have Hitmonlee, because we only have a single Pokemon in the deck. Like, we quite literally only have a single Pokemon in the deck, and that's Hitmonlee. Basic Pokemon is what I mean to say. We only have a single basic Pokemon. So no matter what, we're always starting with Hitmonlee. This deck is very, don't think about what to do. Just go first, Hitmonlee down, and then just wait and see what you can do. Find fossils and evolve. Alright, they got all the EVs. They're finding a friend. Let's not put a random Pokemon into their hand. Ooh, I've got to go research over Iono, I think, right now. And a rare candy is always a good thing to toss in. Now we gotta find a plume fossil because we have rare candy as well for Archeops. Archeops would be so good. Alright, so they found a Pokemon with Find a Eevee, which means guaranteed they're evolving something. Either on the back, either on the front. I'll leave that for them to decide. I think they're trying to figure out if they want to evolve the front into an Espeon or a Sylveon after already taking 50 damage. They're probably thinking, ooh, probably not, right? Because 50 damage puts them in one-shot range to a Rampardos. Okay, they red-carded. They are deciding to evolve into the Espeon. And go Sylveon on the back. I think I have to Iono. Alright, so Sylveon is doing 70 damage expected. Less once we kill the Espeon. So I'm not afraid right now, in all honesty. I'm going to let Rampardos take over. Because once I kill this, Sylveon's doing what? 40 damage? Plus another evolution, which will be 70 damage. Plus another evolution, which will be 100 damage. It needs to have 2 evolutions right now in order for Sylveon to one-shot us. If not, we get to kill the Sylveon ourselves. Now, with only 5 cards left and a Sylveon being activated, the odds of them having the Pokemon are very high. Right? 3 cards remaining. They just need 1 more evolution. It's very high that they'll be able to find 1 more evolution here. I'm holding my breath in case they don't have the evolution. Take the Cyrus! We one-shot everything right here. Except for the Sylveon. Oh my! They don't have the actual final evolution. Now, we are going to knock ourselves out, but Sylveon is a big threat right now, so I'll take a knockout on Rampardos. He goes up +1. I go up +2. He still needs to kill 2 of my Pokemon, and he's not able to attack next turn. Because he only has EX Pokemon remaining, right? Sylveon and Espeon, I'm assuming. Now, if he tries to build energy on the back, which I feel like he would. Because I personally... Oh, he's going on the front. Oh, we just got cooked. Never mind. GG, well played. That was such a good game, but we just couldn't find any... Why are we not finding plume fossils? It's like we don't have plume fossil in the deck. We've been finding a lot of skull fossils, but where are the plume fossils at, right? Can I show the deck after this? Quick deck list. This is the deck. Take a screenshot. We're going to talk about the deck after we play a couple more games. We'll give a like 2 to 3 minute explanation on all the cards, play, etc., all that. Yeah, this deck doesn't have any Pokeballs because we only have a singular basic Pokemon in the deck, which means we need stuff to find fossils. All right, we're going first here. Sprigatito. So yeah, we don't have any Pokeballs in this deck. We're just running a single basic, which is Hitmonlee. So every game is always going to be the same. Ooh, double fossil. Double trouble. We like it. Let's end turn. I can Cranidos next turn and then Copycat, which I think is going to be a good play. Energy here. Cranidos 1. Copycat to redraw. We don't need Cyrus right now, I don't think. And since we don't have any EXs, Meowscarada isn't going to be doing too much. let's go ahead and do this. I am going to copycat, I think, still. Go from 3 to 5. I know we got the Archeops and we could have gotten a rare candy, but I kind of like doing this, right? Nice. Still got the Archeops back, so we can still top deck a rare candy, and we have Rampardos just in case we want to swap out. Ooh, if they do not have any other Pokemon and they bricked, then we are clean. Alright, we'll take it. We're clean. Rampardos takes the win again. Now, again, Rampardos is our heavy hitter, so I know most of these games Rampardos is just cleaning up. But this deck is supposed to be a very aggro, very aggressive deck that consistently starts with Hitmonlee, and all we need to do is find fossils in the evolution and we're good to go, right? Very quick games, man. Why not Hitmonchan EX? Because I don't think Hitmonchan EX would fit the flow of the deck. So Hitmonchan EX is good for Pokemon that are 50 HP, like Eevee, the new Eevee, and Swablu. Perfect to one-shot them. However, if we had Hitmonchan EX in the deck, and Hitmonchan EX dies, I wouldn't be able to swap over to Archeops, and then do 20 damage to all, and then 40 damage to all. Because then once Archeops dies, it's over. I wouldn't be able to use Rampardos after that. I'd have to immediately go into Rampardos from Hitmonchan, and Archeops wouldn't really see the light of day. Whereas in this deck, they have to kind of work for it. Kill the Hitmonlee, that's always going to be in the active, swinging in for 30 every single turn. And then into my Archeops, and then into my Rampardos, or into my Rampardos, into another Rampardos. We'll talk about the deck, don't worry. We're going to talk about the ideas of the deck list after that. I want to get a couple more wins, but there's a reason why there's no Hitmonchan. I just don't know if it would fit the flow. All right. So we got second. Just go ahead. Ooh, Heatmore. So this is 30 damage to one bench Pokemon. Thankfully, I don't think there's a Pokemon in the game that does 40 damage to a bench Pokemon yet for just one energy. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's a single Pokemon that can do 40 damage to a bench Pokemon with one energy as a basic. So thankfully we're okay there. Let's go ahead and Skull. Let's go ahead and Plume. Let's go ahead and Professors. Ooh, rare candy, nice. So we can rare candy Rampardos and then copycat. That might be the play. We'll see. We'll see what he ends up doing. It'd be nice to finally find an Archeops so we can get some Archeops gameplay. So I might just Professors instead and not copycat. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. 6, 5. Aw, 4. Okay, maybe I don't copycat. He's hitting the Skull Fossil. If I don't copycat, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to be... Ooh. Archeops is in. Let's just Professors, because I could find a second rare candy. It's another Skull Fossil. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finally let Archeops get a chance to shine so you can see the power of Archeops. Let's go ahead. Rare candy. Archeops is going down. Let's show some love finally to this Pokemon, right? I'm going to swap out, retreat. Archeops is going in. I don't want to give them a +1, so I'm going to just discard the Skull Fossil. However, I'm still putting another Skull Fossil down just to entice him to say, hey, stay on Heatmore and attack the Skull Fossil, not my Hitmonlee. If you do, it doesn't really matter, because I can always discard it again in the future, or I could just Rampardos and evolve it, right? We may be able to get a win off of one shot right here with Archeops. If they don't have any healing and they don't evolve that Ponyta on the back, they've already evolved into one Rapidash EX. We're doing 40 to everyone. Elekid dies, Heatmore dies, Ponyta dies, and they would need a Sabrina this turn to make me lose this wild spin damage. Poke Center lady, they got the healing, they realized and found out, yes, We're gonna do 40 damage to that Ponyta in the back. Now, the bad news for them is we still have a Cyrus. I can always Cyrus and bring them back whenever. So I'm not gonna copycat just yet. I'm just gonna red card them and then end my turn off this. I'll put 1 energy on the Hitmonlee and then we'll go ahead and wild spin for the 40. Heatmore dies, Elekid dies, Rapidash needs 3 energy to attack. However, with a Flame Patch, it'll be able to attack this turn for 110. Right? So Flame Patch, 110. My Archeops lives. Yeah, okay. I think you've realized he didn't find the evolution. He would have needed Flame Patch and an evolution to the Ponyta. We're good, man. Nice Rampardos deck. All right, bro. This is not a Rampardos deck. This is an Archeops deck, and look who the card of the game is. It's Archeops. Archeops is very strong. Shown in that game just now, shown in the game, is just that some games are going to be Rampardos carries, some games are going to be Archeops. Archeops was definitely the carry right there because we could attack all the Pokemon versus Rampardos is dishing out damage to the frontline Pokemon. Can you see the full deck again? I'll show it after this. How's it going, BM or B Mafu? Dropping in for the first time. Welcome to the stream. Welcome in. All right, we're going first. We got Hitmonlee, Magikarp. Ooh, Mantike. Mantike. Doesn't matter. We still one-shot all Pokemon in the front, which is good. Let's just go toss down some fossils. Plume Fossil and the Skull Fossil. One of each. I like this deck. This is a nice fossil deck. This might be the first deck I've played around. Oh, he's also running a fossil deck. Wait, what? We got fossil on fossil action right now, man. Have you ever seen a game of Pokemon TCG Pocket where there's 3 different fossils being played in one game? Not in a single deck, but one game. We got fossil on fossil. I am gonna go ahead and rare candy this. Rampardos. And I kind of want to copycat, go from 2 to 3. I know we have a rare candy in hand, and I might be griefing by doing that. We'll see. Plume Fossil goes down. I was hoping to find a stage 1, the Arcan. Alright, so now we only need one more rare candy, and it's a 1 in 10 chance, 10%, versus the other way around where I had a rare candy in my hand and I needed just an Archeops, which would have been a 2 in 11 chance, I believe. Oh, I'm not able to attack. That's unfortunate. But he knows that I can still retreat. Yeah, Hitmonlee can't attack, but I can just retreat and hit for 130. You've never seen Omastar in play? Yeah, I don't know, man. All right, take a quick screenshot. This is the deck list. Quick screenshot. I want to get one more win, and then we'll talk about the deck. We are 7-3 right now, but most of the games are just very quick. They're like going by very quick. So despite already playing 10 games worth, I still want to get one more win. All right, we're going first. We got Hitmonlee against a water deck. Let's see if it's a Magikarp in the front or if it's a Mantike. It's another Mantike. All right. I'm okay with that. We do have a Professors. Now we're looking for a Plume Fossil for Archeops. We got the Plume Fossil and the Rare Candy. Plume Fossil's going down. Red card's going down. Take their 4 down to 3. And next turn we get a guaranteed Mantike kill. Now the problem is they do get second energy advantage. So if they do find Magikarp this turn, they can put Magikarp down. 1 energy, Mantike, second energy. And then they're primed, right? Almost. They have 2 out of the 4 energy that they needed. Yeah, there goes that Magikarp. Double Magikarp. And a Manaphy. Oh, snap. I think I still can win, though, funny enough. I think we can still win, funny enough. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's evolve into 1 Arcan. And then let's kick. We get a kill here. Because Archeops might be able to finish all these Pokemon. Archeops might be able to do it just enough to kill all their Pokemon. Oh, they don't have the Gyarados yet. Bro, this is... Bro, Archeops, please. No! Archeops! Alright, Manaphy gets hit for 30. It's in one-shot range to Archeops. I desperately wanted to find an Archeops so badly. They still don't have Gyarados. Wait, are we about to win based off the opponent brick? That wouldn't be fun. Funny enough, I'm gonna Iono this. I know I'm brick. They're bricked right now, and I could unbrick them. We got the Archeops. I desperately wanted the Archeops. I don't know why. So I'm gonna go ahead and just Rare Candy my Archeops. And I'm gonna retreat and go in with Archeops to do 20 damage to everyone. Because they can't heal everyone, and 1 Cyrus in the deck out of a deck of 9, 2 in 9 chance we win. Another Archeops, which is another card, just to evolve our stage 1, will also be a win. It basically means we have a 3 in 9 chance of winning, 1 in 3, 33%. And every round that goes by, increase those odds more and more. Bro, I even used Iono, and I used Iono to help you redraw. How do you still not find your Gyarados? We are 8 and 3 right now, man. This deck is wild. But the opponents are just, I don't know. Is the deck too quick? Or is the opponent getting unlucky? Let's play one more game. Let's try and get one more final win, and that's it. And then I will talk about the deck list. This is a lot of games. The games are going by quick, so I don't think the video is going to be too long. It'll still be like a 25-minute video nonetheless. Let's just get one more game in. Yeah, we do Scoopy. Alright, we're going second, and I see fire, so it's got to be Entei and Torchic, right? If it's a Magby, Charizard, I feel bad. Because Magby in the front means Hitmonlee kicks it. Alright, they're putting down. Let's see. It's a Heatmore Torchic. Okay. So we want to do 30 to the bench. I might still put down Plume Fossil and Skull Fossil on the off chance that we could top deck a Rare Candy, and if not, I can always discard whatever Fossil that the Heatmore attacks. We always got to go off the possibility of finding a Rare Candy, right? So Plume Fossil, Skull Fossil, make them decide who to hit, and then we'll go ahead and kick. No Iono just yet, because we have the Archeops. Now we just need double Rare Candy. 2 in 14 chance. Basic Pokemon. Second Torchic. I feel like he's going to hit the Skull Fossil because most people know Skull Fossil is Rampardos, and Rampardos is scary. Alright, so Iono makes me draw 3 cards. Copycat makes me draw 3 cards. They're the same. So I'm going to Iono just to get the Iono out of my hand. I guess I could have Copycat and that. No, let's just Iono. Double Cyrus Skull Fossil. Little does he know, I've got another Skull Fossil. Wahahaha. So now he's gonna need to actually hit this other Skull Fossil. This double Cyrus isn't helping me right now. I think realistically speaking, maybe I should have gone May and not Cyrus. Got the rare candy. Alright, I'm gonna keep the Skull Fossil and then just attack. Because the odds of them going Heatmore and attacking the Skull Fossil again, it's gotta be low, right? Not impossible, but low. I don't think he go... Okay, he's going Heatmore. He's going Heatmore. And he's got the Mega Blaziken. I think we're dead because of the Mega Blaziken. Yeah, I think we're dead. Rampardos. So Archeops has 140 HP, and we attack. We don't really do anything. We're cooked. Yeah, we're cooked. Archeops can't really survive that. Yeah, if that was a May in hand. Yeah, I think the perfect combination, chat, is going to be 1 copy of May, 1 copy of Copycat, and 1 Iono, and then 1 Cyrus. That might be the play. So let's talk about the deck, yeah? Deck went 8-4 just now. I don't know what win percent that is. Someone can do the math. All right. So this is the Archeops deck that we ended up making. It's a very interesting deck. And it's running just 1 single Hitmonlee. That's it. 1 single basic Pokemon in the deck, and that's all. So you don't need any Pokeballs, which frees up some extra card slots. We're running 2 different Stage 2 Fossil Pokemon. So the 2-1-2 Rampardos, the Double Skull, 1 Granados, 2 Rampardos. That's 1 lineup. And then we have double 2-1-2 Archeops lineup. Double Plume, 1 Arkin, 2 Archeops, and then double Rare Candy. Those stage 1s are going to be important because, well, we don't have 4 rare candies, right? So some are going to have to get evolved in stage 1s and some are not. Obviously, you're not going to be able to evolve every single fossil here. Just whatever you find is whatever you get. We have red card for hand disruption on the opponent. Professor's research for the card draws, obviously. And because of Archeops' ability, where it says Wild Spin, do 20 damage to every single Pokemon. That's 20, 40, 60, 80 damage with 1 energy. And then the next turn, you double that and do 160 damage, which is 40 damage to every Pokemon, 40 to the active, and 40 to all of the bench Pokemon, 160. Because you're doing so much damage, we have double Cyrus in the deck, so we have a chance to find it and bring it back, any Pokemon, say like a Mega Pokemon or an EX, and then let Rampardos be the finisher and kill. However, I will say, we never really had a chance to use both of our Cyruses. I think I just put both Cyrus in for the consistency on finding at least 1 so we can Cyrus. We have Copycat, so if our hand isn't what we like and the opponent's hand is big, we can Copycat, lose like 2 cards in our hand and gain their 5 cards or 4 cards, anything. And Iono, in case we have like 4 or 5 cards in hand, we just want to mulligan our hand. So Iono's good, Copycat's good. It's good if we have a full hand. Iono's great for that. If we have a small hand and they have a big hand, Copycat for that. And that's pretty much it. Now, I am thinking, out of the games I've played, we'd probably get rid of one singular Cyrus, right? One singular Cyrus, and throw in May, who is another new supporter card, which allows you to put 2 random Pokemon from your deck into your hand. Then you can discard whichever one. It's basically a mulligan for Pokemon cards. So I think that might be fine, especially with few rare candies too, and a lot of stage 2s here. We can obviously change out one stage 2 for a different stage 2 depending on what fossil we get. So this would be the official deck list that I would probably be playing. 1 May, 1 Copycat, 1 Iono, so you have the best of everything in terms of card draw, so you don't brick. And then that Cyrus, and then you still have everything else. No Pokeballs is needed. Guaranteed starting with Hitmonlee is always good, mainly because we're doing 30 damage with this Hitmonlee, which allows us to knock out any baby Pokemon, Mantike, Magby, Pichu, you name it. It's good against Zero Aura or Oricorio starts that they have because we do 50 damage to them, so we can 2-shot them. And Hitmonlee can still knock out the new Eevee with the boosted evolution because it has 50 HP, but it's weak to fighting, so we're still doing 50. So Hitmonlee was thrown in the deck. Now, I have had a question asked on why not Hitmonchan EX over Hitmonlee, and the main reason why is because the way that the deck is structured to play is Hitmonlee's guaranteed to start in the front, and that's your active Pokemon to start swinging in. When Hitmonlee eventually dies, the opponent only gets +1. Now we throw in Archeops, who has 140 HP, doing 20 damage to all Pokemon, which is 60 damage total, or 80 damage total, and then another 160 damage the turn after. They have to deal with that threat because we're doing a beefy amount of damage. So once Archeops dies, surely the opponent will be weak, and then we can Rampardos for the final kill as our heavy hitter, and Cyrus, whoever we need to deal with any threat. So it's a 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kills deck setup versus if Hitmonchan EX was in here, they kill my Hitmonchan in the front. I wouldn't really get a chance to play Archeops because once Archeops goes in and dies, it's over. I'd have to go instantly into Rampardos. So that's the deck lineup. It's a non-EX fossil deck. Seems very good. We had a lot of quick games as well, and I liked it. And I think I'll just do a small change and change out the second Cyrus for May, but option is up to you on what you want to change out for the second Cyrus, or just keep the second Cyrus. Why not Hitmontop? Does Hitmontop do 30 damage? No. So, same HP, same 1 energy. You get to do 40 overall damage, which can be good. However, it's nice just to be able to one-shot a baby Pokemon and forget about it. One-shot a boosted evolution Eevee and forget about it. 2-shot a Zero Aura because you're doing 50. 2-shot an Oricorio. Hitmontop can't 2-shot a Zero Aura because it would only be doing 40 damage to the Zero Aura. You'd have to 3-shot it. I think Hitmonlee just does a little bit more work. Yeah, maybe Hitmontop would work with the double Cyrus a bit better. 2 retreat cost. Oh yeah, 2 retreat cost as well. Yeah, no. I like the flow of this because I can Hitmonlee attack, and then I can always swap to one of my other bench Pokemon, the Archeops, the Rampardos, on that next turn. So yeah, this will be the official deck list that I put in the YouTube video. May, Copycat, Cyrus. That version with Archeops and Rampardos, but with Chingling and 2 Aerodactyls is lethal. Double Aerodactyl? Chingling. Interesting. I never seen that version. I like the version that we made, though. The version that we made seemed fun, right? I mean, what the heck is this? Deserted Island backdrop? Alright, new deck time. For anyone watching, we usually only play a deck for like an hour and that's it. 1 deck per hour is pretty much all we do. just so we can try and keep switching it up and getting some variety here. So it's been an hour actually. It's been an hour and 5 minutes since we've been playing that deck. So it is time to swap. We're gonna jump in with the Drifblim and Mismagius deck. I'm gonna show the deck one more time to everyone in chat, and hopefully we can all agree that yes, it's a good deck. Let's try it out. Or I'm open to ideas on swapping out one card for anything else. Yeah. I have not tried Melmetal with Aegis Slash. I don't even know if that... Aegis Slash. I've not tried it because I only have one copy of it. Sadly. Alright, I can't make any more decks. Well, we already have the deck made. Let's go ahead and throw this down. Deserted Island. What 3 Pokemon to throw in here? The Immersives, maybe? Throw in that. We'll throw all the Immersives. Sadly, I don't have the other Immersive. I don't have, whatchamacallit. Yeah, I don't have, Blaziken. Yeah, no Mega Blaziken yet. We're opening up Blaziken packs though, so hopefully we'll be able to find it. Alright, so that was the Archeops deck. If you guys ended up missing it, we did go 8-4 with it. I had a lot of fun. And we'll be uploading it on YouTube as well. Now we're going to be playing a Drifblim deck. That Archeops deck that we played will go live tomorrow. Today we have a Drag Algae deck that's going up. Archeops will go live tomorrow. I'm glad we were able to play it though. Archeops was a lot of fun. I've made a Hydreigon deck. It's up on the YouTube channel. Hydreigon. It was Mega Absol and Hydreigon is what we ended up playing. Alright, so this is the new deck that we're going to play. It's called Drifblim. And I need your guys' help. Let's just take 2 minutes really quick and then we'll jump into some games. So the idea of this deck is we have Mismagius doing 70 damage. They're both stage 1. So Mismagius is stage 1, Drifblim is stage 1. Mismagius ideally would be the Pokemon that you attack with for 70 constantly per turn, which is a threat to the opponent, so they have to deal with it. And then when they finally deal with it, you have Drifblim to swing in, who hopefully has a lot of energy, like 5 or 6, because that'll let the opponent, or let this Drifblim do 100 plus damage. And then you can knock out any Pokemon, right? That's the idea. Now, just in case Drifblim dies after Mismagius dies, and we're like, okay, Mismagius is dead, Drifblim is dead, we need a final Pokemon for them to take down, which is why I was looking for an EX version. So we threw down Lunala. 180 health on Lunala, able to survive a Mega hit from any of the Mega Pokemon at least once, while we dish out 100 damage twice if we get the first hit, which would hopefully kill it, right? Hopefully. Please not 2 minutes. 1 minute is all I get. So that's the deck list. Do we think we need to change anything? We have 1 Cosmog, 1 Lunala, 1 Rare Candy, double Research, double Pokeball, 5 basic Pokemon, a Sabrina Cyrus, because we're not really going to be doing one-shot damage potential, so we want a Cyrus to bring back, Sabrina for disruption on the field, and we also have double Fantina, because the way that Fantina works is it says take an energy zone, psychic energy from your energy zone, attached to each of your Drifblim and Mismagius. So hypothetically speaking, if we have double Mismagius built on the field with double Drifblim built on the field, we are generating 4 energy total. 4 energy in 1 turn just off of this card, which technically means 5 energy with our own energy that we're generating. It's a lot of energy going around. So I was like, oh, that seems very good. We can build multiple energies and I can slow build my Lunala in the back and get to that 3 energy if I need to, you know? Why not Mismagius EX? Mainly because I didn't want Mismagius EX to die, and then I can't Drift Blim. I want the EX to be the final hitter. Lunala's an okay choice. I just didn't know if Lunala was the play or if I should have gone someone else. And the reason why I didn't go Mismagius EX is because Fantina doesn't work on Mismagius. But do you guys think it looks good so far? We also have a May just for swapping. Seems good on paper. Maybe try it out. How about this? Instead of thinking about it, we'll put it to practice. We're going to play some games, and if I don't like Lunala for some odd reason... I also like, because if we start with Cosmog for some odd reason, I can always Cosmog, teleport out, stay... Like, if the small 20% chance we start with Cosmog, I can teleport out. And then I can Fantina and still be on energy curve. So we'll see. Where is Morty? Wait, chat, what does Morty do? That's a psychic-only supporter, and I'm starting to remember. For each of your psychic Pokemon to play, look at the many cards from your opponent's deck and put them back in any order. Whew. All right, we are going first, and we have Drifloon, which means we're able to evolve first. Now, if we can find a Fantina, we have 2 Fantinas in the deck. This will be a very good start. If we can find a Misdreavus. Come on, if this is a Misdreavus, I think it's guaranteed Misdreavus, actually. Yeah, it's a guaranteed Misdreavus. Okay, so we have 1 Misdreavus, 1 Cosmog, and I'm gonna go another Drifloon. And that's our lineup. Now, all we need to do is find what? A Fantina next turn? A Fantina would be a very good, strong start. I don't know. I mean, if I can find my stage 1s. Sabrina, Drifblim. So I could Sabrina into one of their fossils. What's funny is we just got done playing this double fossil deck. Bloom Fossil, Skull Fossil. We literally just got done playing this. So it's funny that they are also playing a double fossil deck. So I think I realistically am gonna go Sabrina them. Which sucks because it removes the confusion from Spinda. But if he doesn't have the evolution here, then well, he's dead, right? I'll still use Drifblim. And I think I'm gonna just build the back Drifloon. It's weird to do it like that, but I can always transfer energy with Lunala, right? Like, say my energy is somewhere else, I can always put all the energy on Drifloon in the future with Lunala if we find the rare candy. Alright, so we got rid of at least one singular Plume Fossil. We got the Fantina. I'm gonna go ahead and swing. I think holding on to the Fantina until I pulled more stage 1s would have been better, but we'll just use it now so we can attack at least, right? And I still have May, so I can May my Lunala out and find another stage 1 guaranteed here. Wow, they've shown their entire hand. They have nothing else in their hand. Impossible for them to actually... Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and May. We're gonna get rid of Lunala, get rid of Misdreavus, keep the stage... I'm gonna go to Misdreavus actually, and we're gonna flip. I'm not gonna evolve. We're gonna flip, because if I land as 1 heads, then we've dealt with the threat on the active spot, and then I can evolve next turn and hit for 70. The only thing that they can do this turn is top deck a Cranidos, right? So I think not evolving, just one turn, just to guarantee a kill on the Spinda would be great. Don't have to worry about flipping with Drifblim. I can flip with Mischievous and get better chances. Alright, so now we can go Miss Magius. And then hit for 70 and get another one. Alright, they've got one card in hand going to 2. Their 2 cards needs to be a rare candy and whatever evolution it is. The crazy thing is we just got done playing an Archeops Rampardos deck right before we started playing this deck. And we're going up against it. It's crazy to see. Okay, he just saw himself out. Honorable, to be honest. That was a very confusing match we had. No pun intended with the Spinda. Alright, so I see some comments in the chat saying there are 50 HP Drifloons and Mischievous. If I use those instead, I can search with Licia. That is a big possibility, but I think because we only have 5 basics and double Pokeball, and we're guaranteed starting with 1, I need more stage 1s. The way that the deck is structured, because Fantina only gives energy to a Drifblim stage 1 and a Mismagius stage 1, we're looking for more stage 1s versus basics. Plus, with this Mischievous, I can still flip and do 40 damage total, 0 to 40. I have 60 HP, so I can live against a Hitmonchan. And Drifloon has 60 HP to live against a Hitmonchan, but I can also do 20 to a bench Pokemon in case they're playing like a Magikarp or a Fossil. It's a good way to like start doing some extra damage on the back line or whoever their win condition is. So I did think about the 50 HP, but I don't know if it would fit the flow putting Alicia in here. Can I see the Archeops deck? You'll have to give me a moment, Rubik's. The Archeops deck will also go live on the YouTube channel tomorrow for those who missed it, but I can still show it off. All right, we're going Mischievous, and we have first evolution advantage. The unfortunate thing is they have energy advantage, and going up against a Magcargo is very scary. Now, the good thing is we do have Fantina, so if we can find, say, a Mischievous, that's good. Drifloon is great, and we have Fantina in hand. Perfect, man. So now all we need is a Mischievous, and we can build up a lot of energy next turn. We'll get 3 energy next turn. Slugmaw. I mean, in any case, I still think I attack. I still think I'm attacking with Mischievous. Oh, it's another Drifloon. Alright, so I think I have to evolve to spread damage. I'll evolve here. I'm still gonna Fantina regardless, even though I'm not getting the best use of it. I could honestly just keep putting energy on. No, I'm gonna double flip this. We'll take a 20 damage. I don't know if that 20 damage was worth, but we'll take a 20. He's probably got Magcargo, right? Pokemon Calm on the Pokeball, which is a guaranteed Magcargo. All right. 3 hits, 50 damage per. That means one Pokemon needs to get hit twice. Prank Spinner. What the heck does Prank Spinner do? What just happened to me? How did he hit perfect on Drifloon? What just happened to me? A card from among both players' hands is chosen at random, revealed to the other player, and shuffled into the opponent's deck. I've never had that card used against me before. All right, double heads. We might be cooked. Unless his 150 damage hits Drifloon alone, we might be cooked. Yeah, no, we're cooked. We don't survive another hit. Yeah. Chat, even the best of decks go down to a Mad Cargo, believe it or not. I was playing I forgot what deck it was, right? Where we went on like a 6 or 7 game win streak with one of the Mega Pokemon, and I ended up losing against a Mad Cargo. It just happens, you know? Mad Cargo is Mad Cargo. I think it might have been Mega Altaria, which I went on like a 9 game. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Was it Mega Altaria that lost against Mad Cargo? Either way, Mad Cargo is crazy. If I use Necrozma, you could use Lusamine with it and focus all energy to the others, but the purple bird is a Psychic Marshadow. No, because Necrozma... Oh, you mean not Necrozma EX, right? Ooh, I gotta look into that. All right, we're going first here against an Indeedee. We do have Misdreavus and a Mismagius, so we can evolve first, which is nice. And we have Fantina, which is also nice. So we'll just go ahead and end turn. So I could technically evolve next turn, and Fantina lets me attack for 70. So I guess the cool thing about Fantina is having that first turn advantage means I still am not down on energy. I'm still able to attack on my first turn, if I so wished, right? Now, it would be nice just to hit this Swab Blue instead. This is doing 30 damage. I put energy here. It's now doing 60. I'm dead, right? However, one single Sabrina into a Drifloon, into a double spin. One hit, one hit, one hit, one hit. Let's go. All right. That might be a better play than the Indeedee. Or the evolving and attacking the Indeedee. Because now he either stays in the active and puts energy on Altaria and commits, or puts one energy and retreats and he's down on energy. And then I get to still evolve and... X speed. Because why would he not have an X speed? Okay. Let's go ahead and May. I think I'm cooked. Maybe I should have just evolved into Mismagius and attack, right? I think I got a little greedy, not gonna lie. This needs to be a Misdreavus. I'm gonna go ahead and Fantina. Energy on the back, and then we'll hit for 60. I'm not gonna lie, we have not played Lunala Cosmog Rare Candy at all. This Pokemon is not doing anything. We gotta find out what we can replace Lunala, Cosmog, and Rare Candy with. Someone says go Lusamine and Necrozma, and that's our heavy hitter after my Drifblim and Misdreavus die. So I'm gonna have to look into Necrozma. Alright, Misdreavus is going down. The problem's not Lunala's Drifblim. Bro, you haven't let Drifblim cook yet. You haven't even seen Drifblim's true potential. Talking about one of the Psychic 1-3 energy for 110, but it's like Buzz can't attack the next turn. But if using it as a finisher, it's fine. Need 5 energy to do 100 hits. Actually, starting with this, I wouldn't be able to retreat off of it. Small, slim chance. This Magius isn't it? No. We can. This deck can still be good. Should we throw in a Gardevoir instead? Should it be in DD? Unironically. Make a deck with double RCS Professor, Alicia, a copy of Copycat, Crobat, Normal with ability, Cyrus, and 2 Goomy. Huh? Nope. Goomy. Goomy's a basic, right? Victory Ball, Celebi is amazing. Alright, so let's take out Lunala. Maybe I just go no rare candy. It's either I go Ralt Curly at Gardevoir with no rare candy, or I get rid of the stage 1 and go rare candy. On the off chance I can Ralt into the Gardevoir. That's an old deck though, Ash. Arceus with Crobat. Arceus with Crobat is an old deck, old cards. Not too exciting to see, you know? 90 damage and Smagius feels stronger. At the end of your opponent's next turn, do 90 damage to the defending Pokemon. But it cleanses if they evolve or if they swap, so when I tried playing this version, it didn't really do anything. I'm gonna go Rare Candy. Alright, this is the new deck. I might not be able to make a Misdreavus deck. Drifblim deck. So this is going to be Drifblim V2. Alright, we're going first, which means we get evolution advantage. Now, it's not the worst that we start with Ralts in the front, because I can always teleport out if I ever need to. I think I'm just gonna end turn. We have Gardevoir, we have Mismagius, we have Drifblim. I don't think I'd swap out or retreat out from Ralts to the Drifblim. We'll have to wait and see, in all honesty. I might. Alright, Morlul, 20 damage. No energy on the Swablu yet, thankfully. Buys us a little bit of time. We got the Fantina. I'm gonna May this. We're gonna get rid of Mismagius and the Gardevoir. And I'm going Drifloon and Drifblim. I'm gonna teleport. Teleport to the one that's already evolved. And then we're gonna end turn. This might be a prime setup for Fantina right now. I can Fantina and do 60 damage to one-shot the Morlul. While we slow build another in the back. I don't know if we're gonna actually be able to kill the Mega Altaria. It's doing 70 damage, soon to be 40 damage. Sabrina early wouldn't work, so let's Drifblim, Fantina, so that's 2 energy. And then that's the 3rd energy. And then we can 60 here. So now they're doing 30 less on Mega Altaria. Finding another Fantina would be perfect. I could go from 60 to 120 immediately, right? No, 100. Uh-oh. That's lethal, right? 100 damage. We gotta go Ralts just to stall so I can build more. Actually, I don't think I needed to go Ralts. I'm gonna switch back. Sabrina on Drifblim. And then attack. Because this lowers the Mega Altaria damage. Now, sadly, we don't have double Sabrina. Or we could win on the next turn. So I'm trying to think about how we win this. All I know is I have +2. He has +1. The Jirachi, man. That was supposed to be us living with the Jirachi. He must have just top decked it. All right. It's tough trying to make this deck work, man. Archeops was easy. This deck is not. Feels like I need a tank. The Drifblim needs to build energy and safety. Yeah. I just don't know who's the tank. Because it can't be Giratina. Once Giratina dies and Drifblim dies and Drifblim has low energy or HP, it's over. I need a non-EX tank that can sit in the active while I build a Drifblim. And I know we're all thinking about Snorlax, right? Telling, throw the bird in there? No, I don't think the other bird would do anything either. The bird does 80 on a Revenge. We're technically doing 80 on a Revenge because we're doing 70 on Mismagius. Unless you're thinking Oricorio. Unless you mean Oricorio. Like the yellow Oricorio, not the purple Oricorio. Non-EX Giratina. Alright, we're going second, and we're going to be doing Drevis in the front, Drifblooms in the back. That's just how it's gonna... Oh, I should have waited to see what Pokemon it was. Suicune. Alright, so Suicune's doing a guaranteed 60 damage, which is lethal to us. The good thing is we have energy advantage, right? So we're okay for now. A Mew EX plus Budding. Ice Cube. Cute little penguin Pokemon. No, come on, May. Don't do this to me. Oh, let's go, May. Not May, Misty, my bad. Misty, May, same thing, right? Misty May, Misty May. Alright, boom, and double spin. That's one heads. It's always one. One and done. Alright, so at the very least, we get to live on this next turn. It would be nice if we could find an evolution, like a Mismagius, or another Drifblim, so I can build up 2 Drifblims. Just opting to retreat to the Ice Cube, so I don't do any damage. Which, perfect with me, I get to build up time to build my Drifblim, right? Oh, we get to build double Drifblim. That's honestly the best of both worlds. Because now I can Fantina, both of them get it. And then we can Drifblim. That's it. Attacking obviously does nothing. If we land both heads, watch us land it. Okay. If we landed it, we're doing no damage. So Ice Cube is like a good tank for them, theoretically speaking. Maybe Misdreavus isn't the play in this deck, though. Maybe I just go a different Pokemon. Because Fantina's on the double Drifblims feel good. It feels right, you know? I'm doing 80 damage right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and end turn. Yeah, maybe I try Drifblim and Gardevoir only. And then maybe one basic Giratina. Come on, Fantina. Mismagius. Too little, too late. Let's get rid of the Gardevoir. Let's get rid of Mismagius. I had to get rid of the Gardevoir, even though I have Rare Candy in hand, because it forces me to get rid of 2 Pokemon, unfortunately. Let's put the Ralts in. I'm doing 80 damage. This goes to 100. I can't one-shot, unfortunately. So I think I'm just going to build the other Drifblim and then just attack for 80. I'll be doing 40 damage right here, which means I can do another 40 next turn, or well, technically I'm doing 80 now because he doesn't have the ability. Unless he wants to Arida, right? If he wants to Arida, then that's a different story. Okay. He does Arida. So now we're going back to doing 40 damage versus the 80. I can one-shot still if I can find Gardevoir. Alright, so because he's gonna one-shot me after I hit him, I'm just gonna build another. I'm gonna hit him for 80. Again, another Arida means that we're cooked. But allowing him to kill a Drifblim means that his Suicune is going to be doing less damage once we finally kill the Ice Q. Alright, so let's keep building up energy here. 100. We're slow ramping. Oh, one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Uh-oh. Ralts is gonna die in 2 hits here from Empoleon. I mean, I'm technically dead. We failed, boys. If only I could have used... No, Sabrina, he goes Piplup. I'm only doing 120 damage right now. Yeah, that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. 120. Alright, so we're going to try a V3 version of this deck, yeah? I don't want to give up on Drifblim just yet. I know we can find a version that works. Let's go V3. V3 is no Mismagius. I wanted to throw Mismagius in just to try and get best of both worlds from Fantina. But let's say no Mismagius, yeah? We're going to completely change the deck. No Misdreavus, no Mismagius. We're going to double up on the Ralts. Double up on the Rare Candy. And add in a Kirlia. And I'm going to go double of the non-shiny just to make it look better on the deck list so you guys can actually see it. If I had double shiny Ralts, I'd go that, but this will make it a little bit easier. So it's a 2-1-2 Gardevoir, double Drifblim, double Fantina, a May, which means we're running 4 basic Pokemon. I gotta find room for the Giratina. What can I kick out for the Giratina? The Kirlia, maybe? So now we have double Ralts, double Gardevoir, double Rare Candy, Giratina for the front to hopefully tank 5 Pokemon total. And double Fantina. Alright. This is V3, chat. I wish I could have fit Sylveons in for card draw, Mythical Slabs for card draw, but at least we have a May to find the Pokemon, right? So May's gonna have to work. Alright, Drifblim, V3. Heavy Helmet wouldn't work, Angel, since we don't have more more than 2 retreat cost, or 3. All right, we're going second, and we got Ralts and Drifloon. I'll go Ralts in the front because we can always just put 1 energy and teleport out. Might be better that way. Yeah, might be better that way. Or I could just use Ralts in the front as a tank while we build a back Ralts and try to evolve it. The option is going to be up to us. Pokeball. Let's see what we got. There's only 3 other basics, so 33% chance for all. Professor's Research. Finding a Sabrina would be nice. Fantina. I guess no teleport out right now, unfortunately. No, I should teleport out. So I'm gonna teleport out. To a Drifloon. I know I could have stayed because I have Rare Candy Gardevoir, but what if we top deck a... whatchamacallit? Double Fantina, so good, man. Might be cooked. We'll see. He probably gets rid of the Cyrus. Gardevoir has to go in here, unfortunately. Nice. You start building up some energy. Psy Shadow. As long as we kill the Mega Absol, we win the game, right? That should be the mindset. So I probably should have just started attacking with Gardevoir early. Because Absol can't one-shot Gardevoir. He'd have to swap over to the Hydreigon now. But I should have just already been swinging on that Absol from the get-go. Alright, I think we lose. The Absol Hydreigon deck is so good. I think that's an auto lose, right? I don't do enough to one-shot the Hydreigon, and even if I did, their Mega Absol can one-shot me. I mean, I'm always down to let the opponent make a mistake. Mega Absol's amazing, yeah. This was the Mega Absol deck we played on like the first day. I was hoping you attach energy first. Mega Absol Hydreigon, so good, man. Alright, so I will say that was the first game of V3, but it felt a lot better, not gonna lie. Yeah, we lost, but it did feel good compared to the other 2 versions. Can you submit a Dragalge Clotsire deck? We've already played Dragalge with Naya Lego. I was gonna do Clotsire as well. There's a Clotsire variant. There's other variants, but we've already played Dragalge. I probably won't play Dragalge again for a little bit until we try out other decks. Yeah, I've seen that as well for the Pidgeot. I wouldn't say have I seen the new Mega Pidgeot event leak, because most of the stuff, it's not really leaked, it's just data mined, right? And you can always find the data mine stuff in the game yourself as well to find out what Pokemon are coming out. If you're not looking at like TCG Builder, any websites that show you what Pokemon cards are coming out. So if you go in game right now on your own phone, your own app, type in Pidgey, scroll down, right? Let me try and do this where my mouse won't mess up. Scroll down, you can see all the related cards, aka every card that evolves from Pidgey. And if you scroll all the way to the left, we see Pidgeot EX, Pidgeotto, other different Pidgey versions, Pidgeotto, Pidgey, Shiny Pidgeotto, the other Pidgey 1-star. But if you keep going past the EXs, you'll see Mega Pidgeot EX. And it has the event tag next to it, which basically means it's going to be a promo card. Promo B, number 6, 3 energy, 100 damage, you flip 3 times, and for each heads, you're discarding a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. And if all are tails, then your attack does 0 damage. So you can always see what Pokemon promos are coming out by just searching random cards or going on a different website and looking at what promo cards are going to be coming out. But it's all in the game, you know? It's nothing that's like secret. It's literally in the game and data mined. So if I look at Luxray, you can see that there's a different Luxray version. Promo tag right there. It's not like Pokemon Pocket is trying to hide it and someone leaked it before it got revealed, because it's technically already revealed in the game. The event is just not out yet, and we're waiting for it. That's how people can easily just find out what cards are already in the game. There's another Froakie we're getting. The event is Petilil, Froakie, Luxray, Pidgey, and Mega Pidgeot. Hot Air Balloon Boy just doesn't have the HP. You might be right, man. You might be right. Yeah, I can't wait until the Mega Pidgeot comes out. We'll be playing it. Alright, we're going first here. Them having energy advantage is very good for them. Us having the evolution advantage while being in the front is not really that good for us, but who knows? If we find a Ralts from this Pokeball, which we did, then we might be able to cook something, because Entei won't be able to actually kill us in 1 hit. He has to do 2 hits. So we already have Gardevoir. I don't need May. We don't have any stage 1 either, because I kicked it out for a rare candy. I think I'm going to Drifloon this and then end turn. I can evolve into Drifblim. We need 1 rare candy, so I can Gardevoir, and then we are set. I'll still take... Actually, chat, I've realized the threat on the field. The threat is the Torchic, which means Drifblim the back, Energy the front, Fantina still for the Drifblim here, and then 20 damage on that. Now, I don't know if that was the play or not. I'm gonna be real with you, because maybe I could have 2-shot the Entei, but the thing is, chat, in a Mega Blaziken deck, Mega Blaziken 1-shots are Drifblim. Entei can die in 2 hits to my Drifblim, sure, but the moment they rare candy evolve and then have that Flame Patch, I'm cooked, you know? And if I can get first hit on the Mega Blaziken with Cyrus while my Drifblim is slowly being built, that's good, you know? That's a good thing. So maybe I pass on the Gardevoir and I just go in with Ralts, and we say Gardevoir is not going to happen, right? We just say Gardevoir is not going to. Oh, No, Drifblim. I see it now. I almost made the wrong play. We go in with Drifblim, and the main reason why is because we can Cyrus. And they can't one-shot me on Mega Blaziken because they've not lost any fire energy because I forced them to retreat. Meanwhile, I get a 60 hit in. And the only way they can play this is by putting energy on Blaziken and then retreating, which will make them lose energy, obviously, but at least I can Sabrina and then go back to the Mega Blaziken in the future. I need to find a Sabrina to do a little bit of magic. Oh man, you loved it. You love to see it. I hate this. Maybe May's not the answer, dude. Maybe this deck's not the answer. Maybe this deck is just not it. Maybe this deck is just not it. I also never found the Giratina that's supposed to be the tank in the front. It never happened. Did I get all the EXs for the set? I did. We just haven't played all the EX decks yet. We're still missing we haven't played Melmetal EX. We haven't played Rapidash or Whimsicott. I think those are the only 3 EX decks. Or with Tauros. We haven't played Tauros EX either. Those are the 3 EXs I haven't played at the moment. Alright, he already used a Flame Patch. Technically cooked if I go Drifblim. I'd have to find a rare candy to evolve. Alright, who thinks that this deck is garbage? No matter what variant I play, it's not gonna work. Chat says I should go Copycat over May. But, of course, in this game, it's situational because Copycat's great and May's not because they have such a great hand. Other games, Copycat wouldn't really do much. But Copycat is still strong, not to downplay it. I'm down to Copycat. I wish I could have had Copycat and May in the deck, but... Chat, this is like the second day that we've tried to make this deck work. And the deck just does not want to work. I'm trying everything to make this work. I think some decks are just not going to be great, man. All right, we're going second against the Oricorio. Now, the good thing is we can Wind Blast anyone on the back and then bring them in if we need to with a Cyrus. So we'll wait and see who they put down. If it's an Absol, if it's a Dark... Oh, come on. The game just started. Oh, Cyrus is better than Sabrina, so he's helping me out a little bit. All we need, and we got Fantina. So we're not evolving this turn, obviously. Let's go ahead. Let's grab the Pokeball. Hopefully it's a Ralts. Giratina, not the worst. Copycat and Gardevoir. I'll put the Giratina down in case he wants to try and Sabrina me, and then we'll go ahead and just Wind Blast. Doesn't do any damage. Doesn't have any bench. Just the intimidation factor, yeah? I'm trying to make this deck work so badly because we pulled 3 full art Fantinas. I've pulled 3 of them. I have to make this deck work. We have to make this work somehow. We got the rare candy, but we don't have our Pokemon. I'm gonna copycat, I think. I've got a copycat. We got the rare candy back. I got the Fantina back. I at least got the Ralts, which I guess is gonna do something. Oh, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and put energy on Giratina here and then Wind Blast, because worst case scenario, he has a Giovanni, he kills my Drifloon, that's fine. Maybe Giratina can help us out if we top deck a Gardevoir. Sabrina into Giratina, sure. We got a free retreat, you know, doesn't do us anything. Waste away Sabrina. If anything, it's helping to keep my Drifloon safe for the Mega Absol. Losing my mind. Why not use a Lunala EX? We tried Lunala on the first version and we never played it. We never had a chance to. It felt weak. I think I'm gonna give up on the Drifloon deck. I'm giving up on it, chat. I'm crossing it off of the decks that I want to play. We're never coming back and playing this. We're never coming back and playing this. Oh, man. All right, say goodbye to Drifbloom. I could not make the deck work. I apologize. I could not make the deck work. Goomy is also another deck I have not been able to make work either. I need 2 Pokemon. Needs to be evolved. Yeah. Yeah, too many evolutions. You're right. 2 pairs, yeah. I mean, at least the Archeops worked. Archeops was a lot of fun. I had a blast with Archeops. But I'm deleting that deck. Deck is just not good. I tried playing a Goodra deck. I couldn't make it. I could not get it to work. It was Indeedee, Mantite, Goodra. Oh man, I was having a headache with this as well. I don't usually like dual energy type of decks. So the only other EXs we haven't played is Tauros EX, which I don't think anyone's playing Tauros EX. Whimsicott EX.
which I don't think Whimsicott is that great. $30 more damage for each energy in your opponent's active Pokemon retreat cost. It's only the retreat cost. So if it's you're guaranteed doing at least what, 70 damage to the opponent per turn for 2 energy. There's also Rapidash EX. Melmetal. Chandelure we tried. Yo, much love, BT877. Thank you for the kind words, man. Energy are hard to cheat out. You have no energy engine except for Gardevoir. Alright, so this is a quick deck that I whipped up here. It's not my own idea. This is a viewer requested deck that I never really had a chance to get to. I didn't really get a chance to get to it, but I don't really have any other decks that I want to play right now. So we're going to start doing some older decks. Not necessarily old, per se. This is the Wugtrio EX deck. So the Wugtrio EX deck is double Wiglet, double Wugtrio. Usually I run, oh, wait a minute. We're missing Elemental Switch. So someone wanted me to run Wiglet with Memory Light, because if I evolve Wiglet, I can still attack with Wugtrio for 30. But I feel like double Memory Light, get rid of the double Memory Light and go double Elemental Switch, and that's better. But then this looks kind of like my Suicune deck that we just played. Yeah, it's like a version of Suicune, but I guess Wugtrio can dish out some damage. Yeah, this is literally just the Suicune deck, chat. Don't tell me I don't have the Froakie for 60 damage. I think I do, but that Froakie's probably at 50 HP. Oh, no, it does. 60 HP for 2 energy, or 1 energy. Not bad. Yeah, I don't know, chat. Someone recommended this deck. They wanted me to play Wugtrio with Memory Light with Greninja EX. And after building it just now, I'm realizing it's just the Suicune deck we made. You know, minus the fact that you have like more Pokemon and you have less healing and you have less card draw. Right? I mean, I'll still play a couple of games, why not? Why not? I'll play a couple of games with it. But it's just Suicune, it's nothing fancy. Do I have a Discord? Unfortunately, not yet for the Pokemon TCG Pocket. Honestly, I've been behind on it. I was supposed to get it set up like months ago, but I have not. Do I think Togekiss could be a decent with a new trainer? 170 with Cynthia? Togekiss. I'll see. Alright, we're going second here with Wiglet. However, we're looking for a Greninja, right? So we can evolve and switch out. Jumpluff EX and Jolteon EX. Those are old. Oh, Jolteon EX is new, right? I don't think I've tried that. All right, Pokeball. Got the second Wiglet. We don't have May in the deck, unfortunately, so I can't even... Yeah, no May, no Pokemon com, but we need a stage 2. This is like the Suicune deck, but it's not as good, I think, in my opinion. So I'm probably just gonna mark off Wugtrio. Unless you're running just Wugtrio solo with Memory Light, that's probably a better play. When in doubt, Wugtrio out kind of thing. But I don't think Wugtrio with Ninja. I'd rather just run Suicune. Look at the new Palisand. It's a self-heal. You can mess with it with the Aerola support card. Using it last night. Pretty fun. Palisand. No, I haven't tried Dualcatty yet either. Not Dualcatty. Dang, been a while since I've seen Serena. 50 damage per heads. It's a pretty cool Pokemon, don't get me wrong. Professors, come on, baby. Got the rare candy. Perfect lethal as well. Because I can shifting stream. Swap in my Greninja. Go ahead. Elemental switch. The problem is, chat, Celebi's about to devolve me right now. That's the problem. The good news is we have a second rare candy to re-evolve. And unless he has a red card that he top decked right now as his one single card, we're okay. We live, and the little poison damage we take doesn't do anything. So I know this might seem scary because we're losing a red card or a rare candy, but I got the rare candy. And then we evolve. And then we are A-okay, my friend. A-okay. Nihilego is gonna die. Had a riveting 30-turn tie against an Indeedee, Oricorio, and a Snorlax deck today. You were playing Heatmore Blaziken. What the heck? Indeedee, Oricorio. That doesn't sound like a fun deck. That just sounds like a boring stall deck. There is also another deck that we're going to try out and test. It's called Mega Venusaur EX. And obviously, there is no Mega Venusaur in the game. But it would make for a pretty cool, like, video title, right? So let me just show you guys. I can't believe I typed in Mega for Mega Venusaur. So Venusaur, Ivysaur, and Bulbasaur. But of course, there's obviously going to be too much healing. Missing one. I'm gonna take a quick look and see what cards we have and what cards I want to throw in or take out. 300 HP Venusaur. Aw, no, my game bugged out. Let me see, wait, I can probably hit escape here to go back. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens when this thing goes all the way down, if it closes the menu or not. My game's kind of messing up. So the idea of this deck is Venusaur gets online and he has like 250, 60 HP, something. And no Mega Pokemon can take him down. And he has so much healing, right? Is Crimson Charizard still meta? Crimson Charizard? I think Crimson Charizard. That's 200 damage, right? Still good. $300 HP Mega Venusaur. Waiting for this to close. Drifblim was a dud. Drifblim was a dud. I don't see anything here. All right, I'm gonna have to close the game and reopen it. I don't know why. Samsung is messing up, man. Samsung just doesn't like me. Alright, so let's make another deck. I have to make the deck again. It's getting hot in this room as well, so I'm gonna have to turn off the heat. Alright. So we gotta build the deck again. Unfortunately. Mantike can work with Venusaur, yes. I don't know if you want me to go Mantike. I could also X-Speed. X-Speed, Mantike. Alright, so we got the Bulbasaur, we got the Venusaur, we got the Ivysaur, we have a Leaf Cape here. We've got the May. We've got the Copycat. Actually, we're gonna run out of actual heals, right? I think I don't need Mantike. Actually, we'll keep Mantike. I don't need double rare candy. Alright, so this is the deck list. Let's save it before my game breaks again. My game is breaking again. We might have to call it soon. I can't actually play. Samsung tablet, you are something else, man. How do you always mess up? How are you always messing up? I wish I knew why. Like, what's the cause? Why? Why is the Samsung tablet always messing up? You did Leafeon, Celebi, and the HP increased Pokemon. Forgot the name, but Celebi ends up with the same HP as Megas. It's pretty funny. All right, let me try to get the deck. Yes, I can go down. All right, whew. That was a struggle and a half. Apologies. Buy a new tablet. This is a new tablet. This is a new tablet. This is the Samsung. This is the Samsung S10 Ultra. Use the Bulbasaur promo. Alright, so what are we thinking with this deck, chat? I'll look at the Bulbasaur promo in a second. No, the Samsung tablet's not overheating. It's just a touch issue. I don't know what it is. Yo, take it easy, Sailor. Have a good night, man. I was gonna say one run Venusaur EX with one Leafeon EX to ramp it up and it opened up one slot for support. I am only running one Venusaur EX. Oh yeah. Yeah, I am only running one. One Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. Double Lilligant. One Mantike, 5 basics total, 2 Pokeballs, 1 rare candy, an X-Speed just in case so we can swap to the Mantike. Leaf Cape. Double Erica, because if I want to stay in the active with Lilligant, we can have Lilligant be a tank-ish, I suppose, whatever. 1 Lily, Cyrus, a May, And that's it. It'd be nice if I could find another spot for Lilligant, or not Lilligant, Lily. Like if I could get rid of an Ivysaur and go Lily, but I think we want to make sure we have at least an Ivysaur, right? Unless I get rid of a Pokeball, because we're guaranteed we have 5 basics and we're starting with 1. So we're only looking for... Oh no, we only have 4 basic Pokemon. Yeah, we have 4 basic Pokemon. And we're starting with 1, which means we only need 3 other basics. And a Pokeball gets us the 33%, 1 of 3. Nah, we'll keep this. I'm probably not going to be healing so much anyways. This is fine. Alright, this is the deck. Mega Venusaur EX is in action. Yeah, I was going to say cut out the Ivysaur. Maybe we need it for consistent evolving. Alrighty, we are going second. The best thing... I'm going to hold on to the May. Because we can May and maybe get like Mantike or something. The best start for us is going to be going second with Mantike and a Bulbasaur in hand, right? Now, we could definitely get rid of 1 Pokeball, maybe throw in like a copycat or something if we really need to. We have plenty of healing. Alright, their Mantike's going down. We got Leaf Cape. Let's go ahead and just Professors. Oh, this is quite unfortunate. The sad thing is I have to actually just do this. If he has the no, Altaria needs double Psychic, right, in order to attack, so I think we're okay. Wait, I might be wrong. It might be... Oh, they're running. They're running base Altaria. Yeah, it's gonna be a GG in all honesty. Someone says Leafeon EX over Mantike. That could be a good option, because then Leafeon can generate energy. And if Leafeon EX dies, they still have to take down a Venusaur. And once Venusaur dies, it's technically game over anyways. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm with you on that, partner. You've convinced me, and it didn't really need that much convincing. Alright, and maybe I could get rid of an Ivysaur. But it does mean I have to top deck a rare candy with Venusaur, or our Venusaur is never getting played, ever. That's the bad thing. Now the question is, do we still want that X speed, or should I get the X speed to kick it out and throw in, say, an Ivysaur back? Use Bulbasaur? Bulbasaur event promo. Nah, I like the shiny Bulbasaur because we can show off all the shiny Pokemon. Alright, so is that the deck list then? If we start with Eevee, we stay with Eevee. If we start with Bulbasaur, we want to retreat off Bulbasaur. If we start with Lilligant, we want to retreat off Lilligant. But I can still just build energy. I can put one energy on Petilil or Bulbasaur and then retreat to the Leafeon. Maybe Copycat, you think? Alright, this is the deck list. Let's try it. Or drop the May for an Ivysaur. You say getting an Ivysaur is better than a rare candy? True. Alright, we're going first here. And they have Eevee. So they got second energy advantage, so they can attack us, right? We've got a Pokeball and Petilil, which means that we can evolve first, which is good for us. Bulbasaur in the back. We're looking for one singular. There it goes. Double Petilil. And I think we entered. So now we can rare candy Venusaur and slow build the Venusaur, but we still want a Leafeon, right? I got a Professor's over the May right now, I think. Let's rare candy. Maybe I could have just used May. No, I think May might have been the answer, in all honesty. Yeah, I think May might have been the answer. Not gonna lie. Alright, so I think I'm going to get rid of Copycat and throw in X-Speed. And I think that's the perfect deck. Wait. Maybe Copycat's going to help me out here. I also don't know why I went in with Venusaur, mind you. $240 HP. We could have gotten to 260. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's Erica. Hit for 60. Oh, we are beefy now. We are a beefy boy. Obviously, I can just May. And we get rid of the 1. I mean, Leafeon isn't really necessary now. It's just to put Leafeon down. Just in case. Alright, 100. Do we just win? We're healing 30. We have like so much. Do we just win? We got our cards pretty fast. I'm not gonna lie. We found our Pokemon very, very quickly. Copycat did some work. Maybe I don't care about Venus or Cyrus. You know, maybe I could just kick out Cyrus and throw in Ivysaur for consistency. Yeah, Cyrus is good. I hit a Mega Pokemon, they run, I bring it back, and then we can kill it. You know? Because we're not killing we're not one-shotting anything. We might not even like two-shot most Pokemon. Come on, top deck a healing item. Aw, man. Do we need more healing items in the deck? Thankfully, I get to kill this. Heal up 90. But if they have an Eevee bag, Espeon kills. I have double Erica and 1 Lily. I wonder if I need more healing. Cyrus, I can see you going without. So it's either kick out Cyrus for an Ivysaur, X speed, or another Lily. Okay. We are still living right now, boys. And we have 2 cards left. One's an Erica, one's a Lily. You did all of that, bro, just to Eevee bag at the end? You played out an Indeedee, an Eevee EX, use your ability to Psychic Heal, just to Eevee bag when you already had the... Come on, bro. Come on. Brother. Brother. I'm thinking, all right, we live another turn. We're about to top deck a card right now. Let's go, baby. Brother. Chat, this is a challenge deck we're playing right now. This isn't going to be an actual proper deck, the Venusaur. All we need is 1 win with this Venusaur deck. We're in challenge mode, and we are going second. Wait, we're going first. What am I saying? We're going first. All right, they got Goomy and Indeedee. We're looking for an Eevee, I think, right now. Boosted Evolution Eevee. Alright. We have 50-50. Nice. Boosted Evolution. I'll hold on to the card right now. And then I'll end turn. Because we could top deck a May. And then in that case, I'm probably doing May to find a Bulbasaur and a Leafeon. Alright, energy's on the front, ending turn. Very good. Simple turn from the opponent. I am not going to really be able to do much, it seems. I'm not going to be able to do much. I'll build the energy, and I'll evolve. But I'm just going to end turn anyways. I need 3 energy to attack, but I still only need 1 energy to retreat. So if I still find a Leafeon, I can retreat in Leafeon. Sabrina into the Eevee. I'm okay with that. He probably gets it here, not gonna lie. Another Lilligant. Copycat. We got the little Bulbasaur. How much damage does this other guy do? 100? 100 and then he heals for 30? I don't know why, but you feel like double and DD EX Venusaur might end up sustaining more. So no Lilligant for the HP. You think double and DD. We free up 2 extra slots. I can put another Lily in the deck and an Ivysaur. This monstrosity. I didn't realize he made it so I can't do any attack. Yeah, this is a Venusaur EX deck. Maybe Indeedee's better, but Indeedee would never be able to attack. I guess we wouldn't really need Indeedee to attack, right? Alright, so now I probably just go in with Lilligant. No, I think I should have stalled one more time, because Indeedee's about to do... Oh, they don't want to swap in with Indeedee and do 120 damage. Oh, I'm lucky. Lyra. Oh, wait, they weren't able to because they were generating water energy, I think. I'm not too sure. Their Indeedee can't actually attack. We got the beefy guy out. All right. I think that's game. All right, this was kind of a little anticlimactic game because it didn't really go the way that I wanted it to go. But we got Venusaur in the active spot, 260 beefy HP right now. Not even Crimson Charizard can take it down. Crimson Charizard is 200 plus the weakness 220 plus red 240. Our Venusaur still lives to see the day. All right, everyone playing with their own Mega Pokemon. We have our Mega Pokemon right here. 260. Who can take down 260 HP worth? 100 damage they did? Nah, bro, it's okay. We heal 60 of that 100. And I heal 30 of that 100. Venusaur is still at 250 HP, brother. Tanky, beefy. They got to throw in someone else. I don't know who can heal more. This is a heal off right now. We got Gudra trying to pretend he's a Venusaur. He hits 100 and then heals 40. I hit 100 and heal 30. He has Indeedee on his side. I got Lilligants on mine. Who's actually going to come out on top here? He can attack. If he attacks again, he heals. He's healing above the threshold, 40. But now it's my turn to swing back. And guess what? I got even more healing, buddy. I got another 50 on my side. And another 100 damage. All right, Gudra, what do you got? You got 20 with Indeedee. 20, that's 40. Puts you at 70. And then healing puts you at 110, which means you do get to live. Oh, this is a heal off for sure right now, man. Place... oh, place your votes, I guess. Lily. Oh, wait. Us putting a 5th energy might actually kill us. We need another healing. Oh my gosh, we got another healing. I wasn't paying attention to the Indeedee in the back, but I think we're still dead. I gotta build it back. Hit him for 100 again. I'm back at 210. We got unkillable versus unkillable. All right. Now, they're going to swap to Indeedee because they found their second psychic energy. And their Indeedee is doing 180 damage. Very scary, and I would have died if I ended up putting extra energy on Venusaur. Now, we can technically win with a top deck Cyrus. We have a single Cyrus in the deck, 2 cards remaining. It's a 50-50% chance. Wait, it doesn't even matter. Wait, it doesn't even matter. This Gudra is still going, man. Brother, he is still going. What? You've gotta be kidding me. This guy is unmovable. Now, in all honesty, I don't have another healing. I was supposed to put another Erica or Lily in the deck, and I'd be at 200. But even if I didn't, oh, man, chat. No, even if I didn't put that extra energy, he does 150. I still lose. What the heck, man? What the heck, bro? I thought we were gonna did we need the Erida out of nowhere? Surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. Well played to the opponent. That Erida out of nowhere definitely surprised. I didn't even want to retreat. No, I didn't even want to retreat. I had to hold my ground right there, man. That is wild. That was a wild game. That was honestly insane. Has Venusaur been power crept, chat? 3 energy for another Pokemon that can heal more. Has he been power crept? Has Venusaur been dethroned? Or was it basically I should have had Indeedees on my side versus the Lilligants? If I throw in Indeedees, I can technically throw in another Lily, and I can throw in some potions. I can get even more healing. Maybe an Indeedee or a Shaman. What does Shaman do again? Shaman also heals, I think, right? Oh, it's 10. It's 10 for a basic, and if I never attack with it, Indeedee is technically better. I mean, chat, we're not going to see a better game than that as a finisher. I'll remake, don't worry, I'll remake the Venusaur deck. I think I'm going to do Indeedee and try that out. Well, honestly, probably try that out. All right, unfortunately, we are out of time for the day. The only good deck we've really played today was Archeops. I'll be uploading that deck tomorrow. I'm not going to go live tomorrow, so you'll have to just watch the YouTube video for that. Archeops was a lot of fun. I'll show the deck list here if you guys wanted to take a quick peek, but the explanation and the gameplay is all going to be up on the YouTube channel tomorrow in about 23 hours from now. 23 hours, give or take. So that was the Archeops deck. For now, we have a... Let me see. For now, we have a Drag Algae deck that's going to go up. I just don't have a title for the Drag Algae deck. It's Drag Algae and Nihilego. I don't really know what to title this. Drag Algae, something basic. Drag Algae, oh man. Drag Algae. I don't know. Drag Algae titles are weird, but I'm going to be uploading a Drag Algae video that'll go live in about 3 minutes after the live stream ends here. Other than that, if you guys do want the link, I'll send you the link to the video in the chat. But other than that, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to go work on the Archeops deck, and we'll upload that tomorrow. Venusaur was fun. I wish we won that last game. I still want to try to win a game with Venusaur, because I think this Venusaur mega, quote unquote mega, seems like it's really interesting, right? I wish we won that last game. But we'll try it again tomorrow. Or I should be back on Thursday, maybe. Be on the lookout Thursday. We'll probably play some more Pokemon Pocket and try another deck out, all right? Yeah, you guys take it easy, and I'll catch you guys next time. Deadly Seahorse.